Good morning and welcome to Listed Plus. I'm your host, Tracy Lynn. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend, and we're going to help you stay warm because we have the hottest new listings in your area and some great expert tips. .337 Beach Boulevard, Unit 13. Enjoy Hamilton beachfront living. Almost new, beautiful Brandhaven-built 3-story townhome, just steps away from lakefront trails. Finished top to bottom with high-end upgrades. Hardwoods, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances to name a few. Minutes from the QEW. This home is perfect for the young professional, investor, or retiree. Come join the Hamilton beachfront community. Don't hesitate, call Rod Frank, Remax Escarpment at 905-575-5478. 28 Weir Street South, location. Beautifully maintained 1.5-story legal duplex, near schools, parks, bus service, shopping, and easy access to Red Hill, Link, and QEW. Features a renovated upper-level apartment, finished basement, new 21 by 14 detached garage, paved drive, and parking for 4 to 6 vehicles. This is an entertainer's dream yard with a multi-tiered deck, flagstone front stair, covered porch, charming interior enhanced with original hardwood flooring, coved ceilings, and authentic fireplace. Traditional design offers front foyer, comfortable living room, spacious eating kitchen with huge pantry, 2 bedrooms, and updated 4-piece bathroom. Oversized recreation and family room showcases a dry, functional basement. Investor's dream property and a rare find. Call Chuck Hogaterp, Remax Escarpment at 905-545-1188. We're joining Steve from Vartanian Rugs at Mars Homes, and he's talking about staircase landing and finishing touches. Steve, when you took me on a walkthrough of the model home here at Mars, I noticed going up the stairs that the landing, you're doing something very different, because traditionally I've noticed that the landing is different than the staircase.
And that's true. And what happens is some of the builders will take a pre-finished hardwood floor and install that on the landing, and then try and get the painter to stain the staircase as close as possible to match that landing. But in a lot of cases, it doesn't work. The stain comes from 2 different sources.
Okay.
The finish of that landing on the pre-finished wood is a lot different than the finish you're going to get with a painter. So what we've done is we've taken a raw oak, installed it on the landing, taken the initiative to save the painter time, and sanded it down for them. The painter then at one time has come in and stained the staircase, the landing, the pickets, the rails, all with the same stain, all with the same type of wood, and it gives it a real effect that it's all one continuous unit.
And that's what I noticed you were saying, with it being all the same color, it's one consistent look down
and
the
it's
stairs.
great for the new home buyers because it's something that they don't look at every day and maybe see it as an eyesore. They just feel it's one continuous.
Let's talk about finishing touches now, because I notice as we're standing in the living room, and you're telling me this is the
float floor laminate.
Yes, and there's a gap though.
You caught that.
I did, because my eyeline's going down there right now, and I didn't know if it was something that you missed or what, but explain why you did that.
So what we've done is we've left an expansion gap in order to allow the product, because it is in the float state, to expand and contract. And what will happen is there'll be a T-mold that'll be added to that spot. The T-mold's actually made by the same manufacturer of the laminate, again, to give it that perfect look of consistency.
Great. Well, where can somebody go to get more information? Because, I mean, there's always attention to detail whenever there's a project you're working on.
And they can go to vartanianrugs.com and look us up.
Thank you very much for your time today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
1421 Walker's Line, Unit 408. Bright and sunny, top floor, 1-bedroom plus den unit with vaulted ceilings, extra storage, and fresh decor. 5 appliances are included, and the low condo fees and access to the clubhouse and gym make this a do not miss. Don't wait, you must get a private viewing today. Call Brenda McKinley, Keller Williams Edge at 905-335-8808. Open house today between 2:15 and 3:15. Welcome to 34 Oceanic Drive. Amazing Muskoka living backs onto Large Turtle Pond. Picture perfect. Close to Lake Ontario, Confederation Water Park, and highway access. Complete in-law suite with second kitchen, separate entrance, and walkout basement to deck. Third bedroom was on the main level with sliding doors to large deck, easy to convert back if handicap ramp is not needed. Seller will remove on closing. Total living space taken advantage of here. 2014 new roof, 2004 new gas furnace, 2 gas fireplaces, solarium rear sunroom overlooks pond. For more information, call Al Cosentino, Remax Escarpment at 905-570-9997. Aldo from Escarpment Law discusses the role of a real estate lawyer. Aldo, what's the role of a lawyer when it comes to a real estate transition?
Well, a lawyer is retained typically once the contract has been signed by the parties. You have a buyer and a seller who have entered into a binding contract. Sometimes there are conditions involved, but once conditions are waived, then really the primary role of the lawyer is to close that transaction on behalf of either the buyer or the seller. Once a lawyer is retained, he will begin the process of carrying out various title searches and off-title search in the event of acting for a buyer. The primary role is, of course, to investigate title to make sure that the buyer is acquiring title to the property and good title to the property, free of any encumbrances. The role of the lawyer, of course, also includes dealing with the various lenders and mortgage institutions, completing all of the documentation required for the closing. The lawyer will meet with the clients prior to closing to review all documents, sign documentation for exchange with the other party, and eventually will collect all of the money involved in the transaction in the lawyer's trust account. And of course, on the closing date, we proceed with the actual closing of the transaction itself. We exchange documentation with the other lawyer, and of course, advance any funds that are required, and at that point, attend to completion of the transaction.
So you're there as the person to represent us in our best interest so that we don't, because once you sign that agreement, we can't go back and change it, can we?
That's correct. We represent either a buyer or a seller in a particular transaction, and we're representing only their interests. The interests of the parties do flow to a very large extent from the contract that has been signed. Okay. And our efforts are to make sure that the client gets what they feel they are getting or what they bargained for in the first place.
What can a client expect when it comes to closing costs? Because I find that a lot of us don't budget for that.
That's a very good question. The legal costs involved in completing a transaction essentially falls into 2 major components. One is the legal fee, which is paid to the lawyer, and that's the fee paid to the lawyer for legal advice rendered or legal services performed. The other component involves disbursements or out-of-pocket expenses. Now, these are expenses that are paid on behalf of the party for things such as a title search and certain off-title searches. There's also the costs of registration of documentation that are included in that. 2 of the more significant costs would be title insurance, which is often required by lenders in a given transaction. And by far the most major expense is land transfer tax. Now, land transfer tax is a provincial tax, and it's an amount that is paid to the provincial government on completion of the transaction. Land transfer tax is calculated on the purchase price on a percentage basis, and it's a sliding scale with the percentages going from 0.5% to 2% depending on the price of the home.
Wow, so there's a lot to consider when it comes to the costs and getting a lawyer and making sure we get them involved at the right time, right?
That's absolutely essential. The earlier the lawyer can get involved in the transaction, the earlier they can start the process of getting the documentation ready, and alerting the clients to any potential problems that are going to arise in the transaction.
Well, where can somebody go to find information if they need to use your services?
They can call me at 905-667-2990.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Aldo, for all the useful information.
You're welcome.
5144 St. George's Drive in Beamsville. Look no further, this home has it all. Starting with gleaming hardwood and ceramic flooring, main floor laundry, and main floor master bedroom. Vaulted ceilings, skylight, loft looking down below to family room, and gas fireplace. Upstairs bedroom features his and hers closets, 4-piece ensuite with additional closets and storage. Backyard offers natural gas barbecue, patio, and a huge corner lot. Basement is partially finished, waiting for your final touches. Call Dave Vienne, Royal LePage Niagara at 905-945-1234. 383 Maple Avenue, nestled amongst large trees in desirable Old Oakville. This fabulous home is within walking distance to everything and is ideal for young families. 4-bedroom, 2-story home with a double-car garage. The main floor features a spacious living room with wood-burning fireplace which overlooks both front and rear yards, a separate dining room with walkout to the rear yard, an updated kitchen with custom cabinetry, stainless steel appliances, plus a huge wooden center island which is open to the cozy family room with gas log fireplace, a 2-piece powder room, and the main floor laundry room and mudroom complete this level. Upstairs, you will find the master bedroom with walk-in closet and a brand new 4-piece master ensuite, 3 other generously sized bedrooms, and a 4-piece main bathroom. For more details or to view this home, please call Debbie Gonin-Braun or Sarah McMurchie, sales representatives at Remax About Town Realty at 905-842-8000. Here's a common question: shutters versus blinds. Well, Craig from Smart Shutter Canada helps us with that. Craig, thank you very much for inviting us into your home today.
Pleasure, Tracy.
Absolutely gorgeous. Now, when I walked in and I saw the windows with the shutters on there, I instantly thought, wow, this home looks and appears bigger than probably what it is.
You know, we hear that on a regular basis. As soon as the shutters are installed in a person's home, they often say how much bigger the place feels. It doesn't really give that illusion.
And it's very warm and inviting.
We hear that often as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, here's the thing. Shutters versus blinds. I'm going to say maybe go with blinds personally because I'm going to save a little bit of money. But I know that you get what you pay for. So explain to me the difference between the two.
Well, there's a big difference. Blinds are more of a temporary solution, right? They are a lot cheaper and cheaper, so they are less expensive, but they are cheaper. They're not going to last as long. They're not as durable. Okay. And they're more of you really determine the time frame because shutters are a timeless design.
Yes.
So they've been around for a long, long time. They're more popular now than ever. But when you see blinds in a house, you know if they've been around for a long time or not. Yeah. So there's a big difference. The colors are changing on a regular basis.
And with the shutters too, you don't have to have any kind of wall curtains or anything around it to frame it because it's perfect just the way that it is.
That's right. Yeah, you don't want to hide it.
Yeah.
Right. You want to show them off. Absolutely.
Added value to the home.
Instantly.
Okay, so if somebody is maybe selling their home and they need a quick fix and they were to invest in shutters, that's going to increase the value?
Absolutely. We do that on a regular basis. Quite often we're going into homes and we have to ask the people how long they've been there type of thing. And they tell us, a number of years, but they're putting the shutters in to sell their home.
Yeah.
So that's going to change, that's going to separate them from the rest of the people on the market that don't have shutters. Everybody loves shutters. Everyone wants shutters. And we're trying to make that happen for everybody.
And it changes the look instantly as well, not only from inside, but from outside. That was one of the things that I noticed as well was the curb appeal was enhanced with seeing the shutters on the window. So again, yes, instantly nicer to see the shutters versus all that heavy material that we can sometimes layer on our windows.
Right, and and the biggest difference is with shutters, you can control all the light that's coming in. With curtains, for instance, it's all or none. So with shutters, you have excellent light control.
Great.
But another thing that people forget about is the insulating value that they bring. So you're going to be saving on energy costs immediately.
Well, we know that the viewers and myself always like to save some money when it comes to the home.
Certainly.
Where can somebody go to get more information on adding shutters?
We're at a new location. Please come and visit us at 100 Lansing Drive in Hamilton, right off of Nebo Road.
Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you, Tracy.
Welcome home to this beautifully done, custom-built two-story home at 1108 Upper Paradise Road in Hamilton. With approximately 3,000 square feet, this home offers enough square footage for the growing family. The main floor offers an open concept floor plan with a traditional center staircase. The kitchen has maple cabinets that are offset beautifully by black granite counters. The large main floor family room has a cozy fireplace, great for warming up on these cold nights. The second floor boasts large bedrooms and a master bedroom with 5-piece ensuite fit for a queen. Upgrades galore, you don't want to miss this home. For more information, call Rod Frank, Remax Escarpment at 905-575-5478. 17 Woodlawn in Grimsby. Well-maintained 3-level side split, 2+1 bedrooms with large master and 2 bathrooms. Updated eating kitchen and bright living room with newer bay window and original hardwood undercarpeting. Cozy family room with gas fireplace. A private backyard with loads of perennials and newer hot tub creating a true backyard oasis. Spacious garage with separate 60-amp panel, hobby room, and extra storage area. Other features include shed-in backyard equipped with hydro, newer roof with 30-year shingles, updated hydro panel, and most windows replaced. Great family neighborhood walking distance to schools, lake, and park. For a private viewing, call Robert James, Royal LePage Niagara at 905-945-1234. Trevor from Dominion Lending Center explains the importance of getting pre-approved for a mortgage before you start looking for new homes. Trevor, explain to me the mortgage process when it comes to being approved for one.
Right, there is a full process that we like to go through, especially with first-time home buyers, but also people that we call move-up buyers. So we actually offer out a home buyer's guide that talks about the process. The first thing that we like people to do is to get pre-approved.
So that's key, right? Before you go looking for a home?
It is, it's huge. A pre-approval is coming in, doing your application, us understanding your employment situation, pulling a credit report, and also securing an interest rate for a potential client. That's step one.
So how long are you secured for that rate for?
Generally speaking, 120 days.
Okay.
During that rate qualification time, a client's able to go out then and shop for a home, where then we'd like them to work with a real estate agent.
So we get pre-approved, we find your home that we want to buy, then what happens?
So we put in an offer. We like to have them put the offer conditional on financing for a 7 to 10 day period. So we've now pre-approved our clients, we've pre-approved them, but we want to make sure that the lender, the bank, the credit union is comfortable with the property that they're purchasing as well.
So you're not guaranteed when you're pre-approved that full amount?
You are as a person, but we want to make sure that the mortgage that we're putting on that property is secured as well. So the lender likes to not only pre-approve our clients, but the property as well.
So quick tips for somebody who wants to get pre-approved for a mortgage?
Well, go to my website, trevordaly.ca.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
At Heritage Point, a variety of home styles and designs come together for a distinctive and friendly neighborhood in the Garden City. The Star Award design and construction teams have won numerous awards for our bungalow homes in the Hamilton and Halton region. Building on these achievements, we are pleased to offer outstanding freehold townhomes to the mix. With 2+ bedrooms, open concept kitchen, living and dining areas, single car, and optional finished basements. The Heritage Point series offers new home comfort, peace of mind, quality, and inspiring designs at a great value. Visit us anytime. Consider the quality, love the value. You are always welcome at Starward Homes and Heritage Point. A country masterpiece just 10 minutes to Ancaster. Welcome to 7 Baptist Church Road in Branford. Quality custom built in 2004, the vendors meticulously converted a blank canvas into a present-day Picasso. Stylish stucco stone exterior provides inviting street presence. Once inside, commitment to detail is sure to wow even the most discerning buyer. Sophisticated design offers 10 and 12-inch ceiling heights, gleaming hardwood, Italian porcelain floors, world-class kitchen, includes staggered cherry cabinets, stainless steel appliances, island, glass tile backsplash, 4-paneled garden door, a deck with walkout. It's stunning. With 3+3 bedrooms and 3.5 bathrooms, this home won't last. Book a private viewing with Peter Hogaterp, Remax Escarpment at 905-545-1188. When you get quotes for something that you need done, are you looking at the price or are you comparing the service that you're getting with it? Andrew from Hamco Heating and Cooling explains. Andrew, I'm in the market for a new furnace because I know I need one. Now, rule of thumb is I call 3 places and get 3 quotes. What happens and why don't you give me a price on the phone?
Well, you'd want to get 3 quotes, but I'd recommend strongly you have the person come to your home. Okay. The problem with a lot of these retailers is you're just calling around and getting a number and you're focused more on the number as opposed to the service. So our business is service-based. You want to kind of know what's happening. So I always recommend have them come to your home. They can assess what you need, discuss the different models, what works for your budget and for your home, what your long-term plans are at the home, and then assess what the best furnace is for you. That can't be done over a phone call with a brief price. So that's why we strongly discourage that. We definitely want to be in your home to finalize what works for you.
So that's almost like a red flag that's going off if I call someone and they say, yeah, ballpark, it's X amount of money.
Yeah.
Whereas they're not really taking into consideration what I need, because we've talked about it before. There's a lot of different furnaces and different types for your home.
Correct. Yeah, there's not just one furnace, and that's sometimes where some clients gravitate to a certain price point and they're more excited about the number as opposed to what they're getting. And a lot of times those really, really low numbers, you're losing a lot of the job. You're not getting the proper installation, you're getting unlicensed guys, and you're not getting that service that'll come to bite you in years to come.
So because it is a big investment, and I know it's for your home and we need the heating and the cooling systems in there.
Yes.
Is it going to pay off later on?
Of course. If you're dealing with just electrical capacity, comfort, reliability, if you're dealing with a 10 or 15-year-old appliance or 20 or 30, it's going to age. And when there's a big breakdown, it's going to break when you need it. So if you need either the cooling or the heating, it's going to break on a cold day or a very warm day. We want to have something that you have peace of mind that it's been regularly checked, it's installed properly, and it's reliable. That's the biggest thing is when you go to start your car in the morning, it's got to start. When you go to turn that heat on, it's going to come on.
So I have you into my home,
yes,
and you're looking at my heating system. What should I be asking you?
Well, you'd want to find out, maybe what the payment plans are. Are the guys licensed? Do you use subcontractors? Do we have emergency service? Do you make your own sheet metal? What's the warranty? Those are some questions you want to ask. How long the company's been in business, and the more yeses you're getting, that should be more trustworthy, as well as you want to get a good vibe from the person in your home. So you're dealing, with thousands of dollars. You want to make sure you're comfortable with that person. That transaction is going to last for 10 to 15 years. So you want to make sure that you're comfortable with that.
And we're going to be reassured with Hamco using your services because you've been around from generation to generation. And,
that is correct.
Good service and I think most importantly, word of mouth, the customer service.
Yes.
We get great feedback from that.
That is correct. We definitely want to make sure that it's a transaction that lasts and someone that definitely calls us back and hopefully refers us to their family and friends.
Well, where can somebody go to get more information on you?
You can reach us at www.hamco.ca.
Great. Well, thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Rod, tell me about the Hamilton market.
Well, it's probably the best it's ever been. The prices are at the all-time high, and the confidence level right now is just fantastic. In my 26 years, I would say the long-term outlook is probably as good as it's ever been.
What about the property values? Have they gone up a lot in the past couple of years?
For Hamilton itself, the prices, they've gone up about 5% per year for the last 5 years on average, which, you know, in Toronto, they expect sometimes 10% per year and 20%. In Hamilton, that's just been fantastic for us, which, because our prices are pretty low, it's not like the prices have gone through the roof. You know, a bungalow of $240, maybe now it can be $300.
Rod, Hamilton has totally changed when it comes to the look and feel of our community. What else is going on that we should know about here?
Well, I think, you know, the city itself, having lived here my whole life, you know, we've always kind of had Hess Village, but it's really come into its own now. There's a lot of development going on. We've got Locke Street South, which is just a fantastic area to go 7 days a week. And now you've got the North End on James Street North, which has always been kind of an ethnic area and nice restaurants. Well, now they got the art crawl and these kind of things, which all kind of works its way down to the waterfront, which they've got some huge plans for. And I think it's just, you know, in my years in the city, I mean, downtown is still a bit of a challenge, I think, but even it's coming along. You see a lot more restaurants opening. We've got that Nations grocery store now at Jackson Square has kind of put it on the map again. And just in general, you see all kinds of things going on and just real pluses. And as we become more and more a kind of commuter town for Toronto, it just seems to be, there's just so many more things being offered in the city. It's just fantastic to see.
And each district has its own personality, like it's geared towards certain lifestyles.
Well, that's right. I grew up in the Southwest, but you know, you meet other people from the city, and then they talk about their neighborhood or their group, and of course, I still like the Southwest. I live in Ancaster now, but I still talk about the Southwest. There's just fantastic areas right across the city.
Where can somebody go to get more information if they would like to talk to you a little bit more about Hamilton?
Oh, they can go to www.rodfrank.ca, or they can just Google us or just give us a shout at the office here, and we'd be more than happy. From anyone out of town, a lot of, about I would say almost 7 out of 10 buyers now are coming from out of town, mostly east of us, coming to Hamilton for the... I think now it's becoming news with a lot of this write-ups we've had in the paper about #1 investment city in Ontario and this kind of thing. We're kind of on the map, and I think we're on the radar as a commuter town for Toronto. And for businesses and people alike, we're 45 minutes away from a world-class city. And as long as you're not going to rush hour, it's a great, very easy commute. And I think we're really heading in the right direction.
Great. So now's the time to invest in Hamilton.
I think so.
Well, thank you very much for your time today.
You're welcome, Tracy.
Thank you for welcoming us into your home again this week. If you have a real estate or home decor question, email tracy@listedplus.ca and pick up your free copy of Our Homes magazine, available on newsstands near you. And before we end the show, I want to send out a very happy birthday to my daughter, Emma. Have a fabulous week.